be in his feelings. Tell me what you need. You need some downtime.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my shit. Like what's that project called? The Affirmations?
Nah, Love Signs.
Love Signs.
Yeah.
But Affirmations was the first single on that, or the first record on that.
Words of Affirmation. Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
And the reason that's my shit, I told you this shit, but that it really speak to me because that's where I'm in my relationship.
Facts. Yeah.
And it came out Valentine's Day.
Perfect.
My anniversary is this she gonna kill me. It's the 23rd. It's the 23rd of February. So as soon as you drop that shit, I was like, here you go, babe. I was like, this song, this is us.
Yep.
You need some fucking?
You know what I'm saying?
Pull up. Like, what's up?
Yep. If you want it, pull up.
Unrestricted podcast. I got my man Meikan here. Long time coming. I need to preface that we were supposed to make this happen a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time. Honestly, I think it was either early 2020 or even 2019. We were supposed to make it happen, but I wanted to do it right? I wanted to make sure that everything was done right. And shout out to my brother Prince Hamilton. Couldn't be here today, but I wanted him here because he actually is the one that put me on to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, him and Ludo as well.
Shout out to him. Shout out to her.
Because when we were doing Flight 89, Prince actually brought you up, and it was he brought up some of your music, and he was like, "You gotta check this man out."
Yeah.
This dude he's nice. He's
love,
nice.
That's
and then Ludo came in, and she was like,
"She's awesome." She's awesome.
You actually made an appearance on her Unrestricted.
He just called me too. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, she called it out. She was like, "Yeah, he's gonna pick up. Don't worry. Yeah. He's always on Instagram.
Always."
So thank you for being here, bro.
I got you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
You know? So are we starting right now?
We're recording. We're rolling.
All right. So I brought some items, good luck items. You know.
So this is a gift. Ooh.
Yes, sir. So I brought you some Henny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The black kind.
All right.
The more mature stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you put emphasis on black. It's like black.
I'm Latino, bro. It's okay.
He's like, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blinkety, blinkety. Can we bust it open or what?
Yeah. Let's do it, bro.
Waldo, you want to help us out with that?
And one more thing, just because you always got to bring this one, you know what I'm saying, for good luck as well. Got to bring this.
God damn.
Yo, that's a good luck too right there.
That's a lot of fettuccine.
That's a lot. And this is no fake shit too. You can look for yourself.
Let me hold it. Let me hold it.
Pick one out and then put it against the light, bro.
Hold on.
Pick one out and hold that against the light.
He really the rubber band man. Can we make on the rubber band man? One. I was like,
imagine.
Can we make this look real cool?
Check against the light though. Check against the light.
Oh, hold on.
Anyone, just pick
anyone,
whatever. Yeah,
anyone.
Hold that against the light.
I thought it was 100. It was 20. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them, bro. Tell them.
They're real.
I see too many people, man. I see too many people playing fake shit, and you know what I'm saying.
So, how much is here though?
Like good 6K.
Damn.
6.5.
And how much is that bottle?
Like 50. We saving here too, man. Fuck that shit. I'm not spending my shit.
Meikan came in flexing.
You know what I'm saying?
He came in with the racks.
You got to, bro.
The black bottle.
You got to, you know.
Hey, I need to preface that. Don't come up here thinking I got money because I do not. This is him. This is the man's.
And this is no flexing, man. This is just motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No motivate. No flexing, man. Anybody that knows me personally knows that I never flex. I motivate. You know, and y'all can do all of this. You can have anything you want. You just gotta fucking push.
Yeah,
you gotta work.
Well, I think your work ethic speaks for itself with the amount of music that you're dropping this year.
Bro. Yeah.
I don't know much of the.
Wait, we gotta take the shot.
Oh, let's take it. Yeah, let's take.
Fuck it.
The Hennessy Black.
Hey, one thing. I don't know how that Henny turns me, so it could be a good time or it could be a crazy time.
By the end of this shit, he's gonna end up with his shirt off.
Fuck
Just
it.
sitting there. Salute, my brother.
You won't fool.
Oh man,
doesn't it feel better?
Yeah,
it's more smoother.
Yeah, it also has like a almost like a smoky.
Yeah,
like it's really good.
It's more mature, bro.
I like that.
More mature.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Damn, you young as fuck.
Yeah, not too young though. Nowadays, you gotta be 18 to be young.
Yeah.
That's
what's up, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's dope having you here, man. I'm a huge fan of you. I'm a huge fan of your music. The reason why I'm a huge fan of you is because I feel like you don't hold yourself back creatively. Never. And I say that because as soon as I seen Stay Inside And you shot the video. Did you edit the video yourself?
Yeah, I did everything.
You did everything.
I loaned my house one day, and I was like, let me just record myself. Because I was supposed to have my bro, JC Visuals. That's my guy that records all my shit. But he was like, I got something to do. And I was like, what if I just do it all by myself? Because that's the whole idea. Stay inside by yourself. You know what I mean? So when you bored as shit, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you lost me with the hip thrust, though.
What?
He opened the shower curtain. He's like, damn,
yeah. It's athleticism. Normal rappers can't move like that. You know what I mean? So,
well, you're the first rapper to pull up with a bottle and,
thank you, man.
And having the motivation racks to match.
Yes, sir. And real.
And real. Yeah, I tested it. I tested a random dollar.
Thank you.
And it is real.
Because I've seen a lot. That's one thing that I always see in videos where people, you can tell it says the Hollywood thing too. And you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't flex something you don't have.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's one thing that I always say. That's why I don't get like rentals in my videos and everything. I'll never do that because that's not mine.
Yeah.
I gotta like, if you show off what you got, it just amplifies your life. But if you show off what you don't got, it creates depression. It creates bad feelings. You know what I mean? So it knocks you down, and nobody can knock you down if you always do you and you're real about whatever you have. That's why I made Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
You know, because the first thing I ever had was Toyota Corolla. I'm not gonna like flex like, oh, I got like Lamborghinis and stuff. I don't. But I had a Toyota at first. Now I'm going up, but at first I had a Toyota.
What's your dream car?
Tesla.
Tesla?
Like the really expensive ones though. You know
like
how
the
there's
Roadster?
like
yeah. I think it's the Model X.
Yeah.
I want the truck.
Yo, those are so nice, bro.
Yeah.
That people are like, oh, that looks ugly. I was, you don't understand the shock wave that has, the shock value.
Yeah.
Like the first person that pulls up in Salt Lake City with that,
yeah,
bro, everybody's gonna be like, oh, Snapchat and everything, you know.
Yo.
So
I would get my shit custom though. I think.
Oh,
I'll do like a camo or something. Like, so, or like the Bape. Like
oh shit!
Kind of like what Chris Brown did. You know how Chris Brown did his Lambo? I don't know if you ever seen that, but Chris Brown,
I've seen that shit.
He had a skin on his shit that was like art that he created, and it's kind of like that Bape-ish type of.
That's
feeling.
dope as fuck. That's dope as fuck.
So a Tesla.
Yeah, bro. I feel like I always liked it, but people were like, no, it looks weird. At the beginning, remember? People like didn't like it because it looked weird.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was dope. You know, and I don't. One thing that I've learned is expensive cars are fucked up. You don't want that shit because, like, have you ever heard T-Pain saying that, like, if you buy a Bugatti, and it's like if one what was those things? If one piece gets there's a part where if one piece gets broken, then there's three pieces. And you gotta like replace all the three pieces.
Yep.
And if you don't replace it, you can't drive it now. So you're fucked, you know? So
and our Salt Lake City streets are fucked up already. So you can't really just have a luxury sports car. Yep. Like, it'd be cool to have, like, if I had the money, if I had the finances, I definitely would have one, right?
See, yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, even if you could afford it, the maintenance and everything.
I wouldn't. Because then again, now remember the maintenance is just like, it cuts you back from like, let's say out of nowhere, I want to own a firefighting station. Now, like, just because I bought this fucking Bugatti, I could have I could have raised my community and make bigger moves. But now I'm stuck paying a fucking Bugatti that's going to break down. I don't want to do that shit.
Don't you think you can do both?
Nah.
If you have a Bugatti, I'm sure you can do both, bro.
Nah. Because remember what Elon said? Have you seen what Elon says? Like, I'm going to sell everything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. So now there's nothing. He could literally say, I'm going to become the fucking president of a church and just put all his money, and he can because he doesn't have nothing weighing him down.
Yeah.
You know, when you have just your money and ideas and you're working, then nothing can weigh you down, you know?
Is that what you wanted to be when you were younger? A fireman?
Nah.
What was it? What did Meikan wanted to be when the kindergarten teacher comes over and she's like, "Little Meikan, what the fuck you want to be when you grow up?" What did you write down?
I said a professional soccer player, and I made that happen.
So you were a professional soccer player?
Yes, sir.
Where at?
Well, at first I was in Real Salt Lake, but I was gonna be the first one to be signed like a homegrown player, but I was an American. And because of that, I had to go to Arizona, and that is still because I was immigrant. I came here illegally. I would have to go to college and get my student visa and everything. They would have fixed that, but I was young and I wanted to blow racks. I wanted to feel good, so I went to Europe and played in Brøndby, Denmark.
So you were in Denmark for how long?
3 years.
How long ago was this?
It was like I was like 21 or something like that.
So hold on, let's backtrack. Where are you from?
I'm from Salvador.
Salvador.
Yeah.
And then when did you come to the U.S.?
I came here when I was 10.
10.
Yeah.
To here, Utah?
Utah, yeah. I went to Provo.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine me coming from a place like Salvador is crazy. I don't know if you heard how like
I love pupusas.
Bro, yeah, amazing. But you know how crazy it is, right?
Yeah.
And I was born in 93, so back there we had just came out from a civil war. So like there was a lot of shit happening. The country was getting, rebuilt and everything. And there was a lot of gangs from that civil war. There was a lot of gangs. Like my uncle was a gangster, like a big gangster. And then in our neighborhood, we had a bunch of gangsters around.
Yeah.
And you could only hear like, you know what I mean? You knew that they were going to do something, So I learned all of that and I would be scared because at 10, that's when they start recruiting you. And that's what, like, a lot of my uncle's like friends would start like talking like, yo, yeah, he could, he could. But then people were against that because I play soccer. So, in every hood, like if you are an athlete and you're good, they kind of like protect you.
Of course.
Because they know that they might get something from that later on. And my uncle actually got in like, they killed his friend. So he had to dip out El Salvador to the U.S. because they were trying to kill him. Like, it was crazy because they were both supposed to come the same time, but he stayed doing something in another town. And his friend came and they killed him there, but he was supposed to get killed there. And then that's when my grandma called him. It's like, you got to leave. He didn't even come home. He just left.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that whole time, just because he was he was trying to be killed over there, like they were like amenazando. How do you say that? Amenazando. Do you know how to say amenazando in English?
I don't.
When someone somebody
it's like what's the word? I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, not like blackmail you, but like
extortion.
Extortion, or something like that. They were trying to like kind of punk our family just because my grandma, they would come in and be like, oh, because my parents were in the U.S., so they thought we had money. Like everybody thought we had money.
You come up with
no. But back then, though, no, that's the thing that back then we had nothing, bro. Like I was born in the like worst like place. I got my girl that she went and she's all like happy, like, oh my God, this is so beautiful, because she comes from a place and it looks like dirty and everything, and then but to her that's cool. Yeah. To me, I'm like, no, this shit was poverty. Like we really came from that place. So we were really poor growing up. My dad, like when he got married, he was only 17. My mom was in like 14 or something like that. No, he was 18 or something, and he was literally like, he had no money. I think he had like 3 pesos, and that's like nothing, and he spent that to go buy some smokes. So when he got married with her, he would have to borrow shoes just to be able to like go to the wedding, Shit. So we were really fucking poor, but he became a fisherman, got some money, and his dream was to just come to the U.S. Then he left, and when I was like 6 or something, or 7.5, so he left, and we stayed broke, because like, all the money you save up, it's a lot. Back then especially, it was a lot of money to come here. So then my mom left, so I was more money. So now it was just me and my grandma, my brother and my sister. We just chilling with no money, you know what I mean? But people and their perception, oh, they're balling. Yeah. Their parents is in the US. Well, my dad, he was selling pillows. You know what I mean? So in LA, so it was tough for us, because they were trying to like, again, they were punking us, and they were saying and they're trying to get me.
So your dad was in LA while you guys were away from him?
Yeah, my dad first, he came here to LA first, and then my mom came and followed him the next year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so then he came here, and then like, I think 3 years went by after my mom came, and like they worked super hard every day, night, like they wouldn't even see each other sometimes. And they had an opportunity when they like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know when it was, but they was able to get some money, but let's cut this story, because there's some legal shit I don't want to say. Yeah. So the whole point is, I came here, and the people from the El Salvador, they sent us, because like they were, like I told you, they were punking us. So the only way for them nothing to happen to us was for them to send us out of the country. So they just sent us. And me and my brother, we were literally just kids. He was like 7. We were going through like 3 borders because there's Guatemala, no, there's Honduras, Guatemala, and Mexico, and then the U.S. You have to go past all those.
Yeah.
And my parents didn't even know about that. The people over there in the Salvador just sent us. And like I remember I think it was Chiapas. You know what that is? Chiapas is like in the border between Mexico and Guatemala. And we passed that and we got caught by the Mexican authorities.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we were pretty fucked.
And you're 7 at this point.
I was like 8.5, and my brother was like 6.
Oh.
So I was taking care of him the whole time with another kid. So we got caught and we got sent to jail. We were like only 8, bro. I was in jail with this like older people.
Oh shit.
And it was scary because like you never know, like you could get raped or some shit, you know. So we spent there like a week or something, and then they sent us to a family home. And
in Mexico.
And mind you, like my parents didn't even know about this. So they just thought that everything was okay, you know, but we're going through all this shit.
So what's your mindset right now? Because you're the older brother, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I need to protect my brother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm a child.
Yeah.
Like, well, so what's your mindset during this time?
That's the thing. When you're born in a country like mine, there's no such thing as, I'm a child. Like in the U.S., you're very entitled.
Yeah.
Utah, you're very entitled. You're like, and I'm not going to say everybody because, some people go through some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the majority of people are very entitled. And they're like, oh, my kid, I can't even fucking take out the trash right now. You know what I mean? But back then, it was like, I was only 8.5, and it was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. This is like survival mode. So all like that, it was like, just would do whatever it takes. And I would calm my brother down, and he would cry a lot. And I would be like, yeah, I have to calm down. But the whole time I wouldn't cry or anything. It was just like, I had a goal, like we need to get out of this country, because my whole life, since I was a little kid, I always wanted to just go to the US because I thought it was cool because my dad did it, And
what was the vision? Why were you enticed to go to the USA?
Because it was like, imagine in my hometown, it was very small. Like I'm talking dirt roads and everything. And all you thought it was the world, you just thought it was a little circle thing where we lived. We never went nowhere. It was just there. And my world was like, holy crap. And then like once in a while, somebody would come from the US and they had nice shoes, they had cars. We literally thought in our country that if you get to the US, there's going to be $100 bills in the street that you can pick up and like be happy.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset that they give you. Like, because these people come with trucks and everything. When do you see a truck? Like, we're like, what the fuck? That's a car. You know what I mean? So to us, it was crazy. And to me, I was always been ambitious. Like, when my parents left, it was like they had just gotten here, so they had no money. They couldn't send us no money, but it was my birthday. So I took like an idea where a lot of kids like kites. So I would fly around a homemade kite. I would fly it around the town. And the kids would be like, yo, can I borrow it? And I'd be like, nah. And it'd be like, and then their mind would be like, oh, can I buy you one from you? And I was like, yeah. And that's when I started selling kites. And that's how I got money to pay for my like a little like birthday party that we had. So I was always so ambitious. I always wanted more and more, you know what I mean? So.
But so you guys are locked up. You and your brother are locked up at this point.
We're locked up. And then we are sent to a home. Like, when they send kids that are either bad to their parents or something happened, or they don't know who it is. And somehow, like, I told them who my parents and everything was and where we lived over there. And somehow the person, the people who brought us here, they were connected to the people in El Salvador, and they told them, hey, they got caught. So you need to go to Mexico and take them out. And then I remember some of my family members went to get us in Mexico, brought us to Guatemala. And the next, like, we just said hi and bye, and then we left back. So we were back in Mexico, So as soon as we get to Mexico, that's when they sent us back. Same thing. And now we're putting in buses where we're like literally.
When you say sent you back to Salvador?
No, to Mexico. Just to get back to the U.S.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So at that point, we got past the Chiapas, and now we're in Mexico where, like we're getting, pills so we can go to sleep. So then the guards don't wake us up because there's retenes. That means like tolls. I don't know. Yeah. So we needed to stop in each of those. And if they wake me up and they say, who's your mom? Who is this person? I would have fucked it up probably. So I had to be like, sleep for them to not ask questions. So they would give me a pill and I wake up like 12 hours later. You know what I mean? So it was rough. But once we got to each city, we would wake up, do the same thing again, wake up, do the same thing again. But my brother was always like a step behind. So I was scared because I was like, yo, what if he doesn't make it? You know, because that's a big fucking risk. And remember, my parents don't know what the fuck is going on right now. They're just working hard in the U.S. like nothing. So we get to what was it? What's the city? Tijuana. We get to Tijuana, and they're like, you need to remember all of this. Like the whole family, like the way they did it was, you need to have a lot of information about your Mexican family just in case you get caught. And you can say everything just so you can get sent back to Mexico. Because if you get sent back to El Salvador, that's other huge process you got to get back to. But if you get sent back to Mexico, the next day you're back in the border, you know? So I learned it really fast. My brother took some time, so I was like, damn. So they sent me first. And this is like the movie shit, you know, when you're fucking crossing the fucking border, you know? So that was one of the craziest moments of my life. Like that, I think that defined me because I was only 9 years old. And it was like, damn, like nothing scares you after that.
Yeah.
You know, like being a celebrity, being someone, it doesn't scare you. You just travel the whole like 3 borders by yourself with your brother, with people you don't even know. Nothing scares you after that, you know? So after we got through, my parents actually got called and they're like, oh, they're here. And they're like, what the hell? We didn't even know. So
they're in LA at this point, right?
No, they're in Utah.
Oh, they're in Utah.
Yeah, they're in Utah. So we get to LA and they didn't even know. So now they getting called like, yeah, you gotta come get him. Like my family from LA, and they just rush.
So hold on. When you're in Tijuana, how do you have like a phone book or something? How do you contact your family in LA?
It's the what's it called? Those people. Coyotes, those are literally human trafficking people. Yeah. So those are the ones that brought us here.
But those are the good ones, right? Those are the ones that are.
It could or not. You know, because there's a lot of stories of women and kids getting like either taken to families or raped or killed. You know, so it's like I was very, very blessed that it was good people that were like taking care of me. You know what I mean?
And so they find your family in LA and they get you to your family in LA, and then your family in LA is like, yo, to your parents, they're here in LA. They're in the United States.
Yep.
They're no longer in Salvador. They're here.
They're here. And they rush back. My dad got like 2 tickets on his way here to LA. Shit was crazy.
So he drives. They drive to LA.
Yeah.
They pick you guys up.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you've seen your family during that time?
I've seen them a lot. Like I've gone to El Salvador. I gone back to El Salvador and everything.
But I'm talking about like once you got to your whole journey, like from the time that your family is in Utah, during your journey, how long has it been since you've seen your parents?
I think it was like 3 years or something.
So it's been about 3 years since you've seen your parents. Yeah. They find out, hey, our kids are in the United States. Yeah. They rush to you. What's that reunion like?
Bro, you don't understand. I've never cried like that in my life. It was beautiful because it was like we were going through a lot. My grandma didn't like me like at all. Now we're cool and everything because she's getting older and shit. You know, everybody gets cool. And
Abuela don't like you?
Yeah, my grandma didn't like me.
Oh man, really?
It's because I was very like, remember my parents left, so I felt like they didn't love me.
Gotcha.
I felt like, why would they do that to me? Like I was always a good kid. Why would they do that? You know, it's like, is being good a bad thing? You know, so I would be very rebellious and I was super in church. And when that happened, like I was against it. I was like, God is not going to help me. He took my parents and stuff like that, you know? So I was very like, I had a negative experience from all that. And then when I came here and I finally saw them, I was like, damn, you know?
So they pick you guys up. You guys have your family reunion.
Yeah.
Do you guys go straight back to Utah?
Yeah, we get to Provo.
So then you migrate to Provo. You're 9 years old. Do you know English at this point?
Nah, not at all.
So you don't have no English?
Nothing.
You get to Provo. You're 9, 10 years old at this point. Mm-hmm. What is that like? Because it sounds like during that journey, you obviously aren't getting any education or anything like that, right?
Yeah, no. You're just trying to,
survive.
Make it. Yeah, you're trying to survive, trying to make it.
So you get to Provo. You don't see no money on the ground. What's your expectation of the United States?
And the thing is that I thought coming here, we're going to have a mansion. And like, oh, damn, everybody's winning here. But we get there, and it's like a 1-bedroom, like, basement.
That's what your parents were in?
Yeah. So we were just like, fuck.
Waldo, will you grab me a Gatorade, please?
Sorry. So, yeah, so we were, like, literally, like, I was let down, I think. It was, but it was cool because it was like, oh, it's not all what it seems. You know, and that's how I take my life in. Like, nothing is as cool as you think it is. Your perception probably will get fucked over once you get to wherever you think you're going to get to. You know what I mean? So I always keep a level mind, and it's like, this is not going to make me happy. So I got to be happy right now. Whatever's going on, I got to be okay in my mind. I got to be okay with myself, and I got to be happy, or else once you get to a destination where a lot of people believe is happiness, you're still in the same place. You know, you just... Sometimes if you're not happy at that moment, once you get somewhere, you actually amplify it to be more not happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's helped me a lot, just because the journey of coming from my country to the U.S., it's like kind of every journey that I take when I have an adventure of like a business venture or like a dream that I'm pursuing. I always take it as I started down here. You slowly make it. You might get setbacks, but you're going to cross that border one day. And when you get there, and it's still not going to be that cool thing that you thought. You still got to work. You know what I mean? So
you're in Provo. Mm-hmm. You and your brother make it.
We did it.
You're with your family. What happens next?
So then we were just here. And back then in Provo was super quiet. It was just like a ghost town.
Well, mind you, for those of you that aren't a local, right? You're not from Utah. I have a lot of international, and I have a lot of within the United States listeners. Provo is very conservative.
Super conservative.
This is a city that is, I don't want to say ran by the Mormon church, but essentially that's what it is.
It
right?
It is.
So when he says it's quiet, that I want to preface that's this kind of city.
So to me, it was like coming from hell to heaven. Like this was my little like wonderland. Like it was like, whoa, there's no somebody try to kill you here. There's no people stealing. And because in El Salvador, I would have to steal just to be able to like get some food sometimes, you know, because my parents were suffering up here. So coming here, and I was like, holy shit, there's sliding doors. You know what I mean? Like there's pizza, there's burgers, there's hot dogs. Like what the hell? All we ate was rice and beans and sometimes cheese. And, you know, and it was water and sugar and shit like that. So coming here, it was like, whoa, it was a culture shock. Like that I've never seen before, you know?
So you're like, this is paradise.
Yeah.
This shit is dope.
That's why I always say that it's like, no matter how hard it gets, I posted something that I should have worded better, but I was saying that there's no gangsters in Utah. And there is, of course, everywhere. There's some real ones that really put in. What I was trying to say is that it's a lot beautiful here than it will ever be in other places. And even though if it's tough, it's okay. It's going to be okay. You can still get out, and even still, like, when I was in El Salvador, like whatever people are going through here, it's a dream place, you know, because it's like there's hope. There's always hope. As long as you got those green papers, those American citizen papers, there's always hope.
So that's another challenge, right? Because now you're here illegally, and now you're 2003. 2003. So this is before Obama. This is George Bush era. What was that like, being somebody that did not do it the legal way, right?
Yeah.
And so how did your family like handle that?
It was scary because like there was a lot of raids back then as well. Like
from ICE?
Yeah, from like there was in Provo, there was some that people, they would come into like the fabrics and just like take some people.
Oh shit.
So my parents were very scared, but I don't think I was scared because as a little kid, ICE says they can't do anything until you're 18. ICE can't do anything. As long as you're in the school system, they can't do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly, but they're not going to go to a kid and be like, yo, you got your papers? Like, nah, they believe that they're okay with kids. You know, it's just older people who do crimes and everything that are really against, you know? Yeah. So it was tough because we would be scared and we wouldn't really go out, but they got better with time, you know?
So you're in school now?
Yeah.
How long had it been since you've been in like a school setting?
It had been like almost a year because it took time to get into the system and everything.
But I'm talking about leaving Salvador to where you are in the U.S. You saying about a year?
Yeah.
So how did you transition? And you don't know English at this point, right?
Yeah.
So how did you transition going from Salvador school system to U.S. school system? What was that like?
It was tough just because like I felt like everybody was talking shit on me. You know, like I would have these two girls who like would help me, but the whole time I was like, yo, these girls are talking shit on me. So I would tell the teacher, and they'll be like, no, she's not, and everything. But how am I gonna explain? You know, so it was tough. But when I finally got to like, oh, okay, I kind of know English, things got a lot better.
What grade? This is what, 6th grade?
No, it was
5th grade,
3rd grade or something.
3rd grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was only 10. So.
And then so you get back into the U.S. and you're in Provo, 3rd grade. You're establishing yourself in the United States.
Yeah.
You go to high school in Provo, and you've been in Provo ever since, right?
No. So after Provo, I moved to Arizona, and just because of the soccer thing.
What age range is this?
I was like 16, 17.
Okay, so
from 10 to 16, 17, I was always been in Provo.
Okay.
Wait, we went when we were 10. We went to Virginia for a year. After 11. Yeah, I was 10, and then after the year, we left to Virginia, and then when I was 12, I came back to Utah.
What was in Virginia?
I don't know. There was a lot of Latinos people.
Oh, okay. But what took you to Virginia? Just your family was like, we need to get out of Utah?
Yeah, my dad, I guess, got like a good job, and like at first it looked like a good job, and they took everything over there, and he got super sick, like un derrame. I don't know if you know what that is. Like when your brain, something happens to your brain and it collapses.
Oh shit!
So he went through a lot. So we're just like, nah, fuck this. So we were paying a lot there as well. So we come back to Utah, and since then we just stayed there until I was 16, 17.
And then you went to Arizona just for soccer?
Yeah, just for soccer.
What was that opportunity?
It was crazy because from 12 to 17, all I did was play soccer. Like that's when I first started. Because in El Salvador we played street soccer, but here it was just like. And it was Utah who like there was no professional team in 2003, and you know there was no, but Real Lake came along and I was playing. I would go from Provo, I would take the bus right after school. Sometimes I would be like, hey, I gotta go, and leave the last period. Sometimes even get in trouble, but I had to get in that bus in order to get to another bus, then get on the tracks. And back then they didn't have the
front runner
UTA, the front runner all the way to Provo. We had to take the front runner in Salt Lake City. So we had to go all the way to the front runner and go all the way to Ogden. And then we would practice and play because they were the best team in the state. So I always wanted to be in the best team no matter what. So, and then I would come back and get home like at 1 a.m. And remember, I was only like 14 or something at that time, 15 or 14. So it was like 14 years old little kid was just like doing all of that by himself. And I still to this day, I don't know how the fuck I got into the UTA because I wouldn't have money. So somehow we would get stopped by cops and be like, yo, you guys don't got tickets. It would be like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, we don't have money. Like, we're just trying to play. And sometimes they were really nice, like really nice people. And they would let us go. Like, I remember this guy called Mike Jones. And I remember that because I always remember, like, Mike Jones.
Yeah.
So I think it's Mike or Michael Jones, but he, like, let us out one day. And we're like, oh, I don't remember you. And I'm older. I'm going to talk about you and everything. So
Officer Jones.
Yeah.
So then you're making these travels while you're about 14, 15 years old. And then what?
13, 14, something.
An opportunity presented itself in Arizona?
Yeah. So Real Lake came here, like, I forgot what year it was, but that's when the first thing started in the youth.
Yeah.
Like they used to play in the youth. And I used to just always wanted to, how can I get there? Like, how can I be a part of them? Because I wanted to be a professional so bad. So one time in Provo, they came to practice in the BYU stadium in the dome. And somebody in the school told me, it's like, yo, they're here. And I was like, what? So I was like, yo, teacher, peace, I got to go. So we get in there and we're just looking at them the whole time. And we're looking at them the whole time. And then for some reason, the practice is over and I start getting the ball and I start juggling. Because I always just wanted to take the opportunity. I never wait for it. Like that shit, I think it's for dummies. If you wait for it, it's never gonna come.
Yeah.
It's never gonna come. You're just gonna stay there until you're 50 and you're like, oh shit, when did it come? Like, you know? So you gotta get it. And I was just juggling. And I don't know if you remember Freddie Adu.
Yeah, he was what was like 15, 16?
Yeah, and that time he was young. No, he was 18.
Was he 18?
Yeah, he was 18 or 17 at that time. And he moved to Salt Lake City after DC United.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it fucked him up and everything. But Real Salt Lake, he came to Real Salt Lake and I was juggling and he saw me. It's like, yo, look at that kid. And I was a young kid just like juggling, you know. And he's like, yo, come in here. And then I was in front of all the professionals and doing tricks and everything. And they're like, oh, damn. Because everybody thinks that when a kid is doing something crazy, they're like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
So they're doing this and I'm like super nervous. But then after after I did that, one of the managers came along and it was like, hey, would you like to do tricks in the halftime in Real Salt Lake? I was like, what the fuck? Of course I wanted to, right? So I get his phone number. She gives my phone number. And then we keep talking. Nothing really happened for like a month. And then I get a call. It's like, hey, we're going to have a game. You should come over. And I remember like just being able to go there and just like looking at people in a stadium and everything and me doing tricks and like, because he's a little kid.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. You know, so that changed everything. And right at that time, there was another academy that was starting by the Real Salt Lake. It's a small academy. And I was only like, I told you, 13, 14. But they would have to beat 17, 18-year-old kids. And he's just like, I mean, if you can prove yourself, you can probably join. And I was able to like go there and join that team. And I was very small. I was like a young kid. Like, I wasn't strong at all. And I was physically,
you're smaller than everybody else.
Yeah. So I was able to play with them and everything. And then I started going up in the ranks until I got to where I wanted to be, you know?
Yeah. So then, what happened in Phoenix or what happened in Arizona?
So when they started, there was a Generation Adidas Cup. Like it was like a tournament that we used to have. So after that, like I told you, I was gonna be the first like homegrown soccer player to be signed in the Utah ever. The Real Salt Lake had never done this, and we went to a tryout. And they had already heard about me. So the whole, like, everybody was just looking at me. And I was just destroying kids. Just like, and you can ask anybody. Like, I'm telling you, there's no cap. You can ask anybody. When I was a kid, bro, you know what I mean? It was crazy. And it was just like it was a massacre with kids. And then, like,
talk your shit.
Bro, because I can, you know, I got diplomas and everything from this. So we were, like, literally, the coach Jason Christ. I don't know if you ever knew who he was. Mm-mm. He was a coach back then. He was like one of the best Real Salt Lake players ever, but he turned into a coach. And he was like, we want you to come practice with us. And remember, this was me in freshman year in high school. Freshman or sophomore, I think it was freshman, I'm not sure. But I was literally being called. I was in the gym when we were playing soccer in Provo High. When they called me, it's like, hey, we need you to come practice next year. Not the next day. And I'm like, holy shit. And everybody's hearing it. And I'm in high school still. You know what I mean? Like, kids are like, what the fuck? Like, girls started looking at you different. Like, damn, this kid, you know what I mean? So I felt like LeBron. Like, oh, damn. So we get there and I practice with them and everything. And they're like, yeah, but you don't have papers and stuff. And they couldn't. And back then, that's like, you have to be 18 to like be able to work, right? Mm-hmm. So they couldn't just sign me. 16, yeah. So they couldn't sign me. So they're like, okay, look, go to. They started this thing like in Arizona that was like just an academy for like kids around the country that it was like a training field, like just to make kids that were good, that were talented, just to get them right. So all these kids from across the country come, and I go there as well. And that's when it's just like the real hustle starts. Like kids that were like just as good as me, we were all in one place, just going hard every single day. Like,
what did that mean to you though? Because at this point you are the shit, right?
Yeah.
Like you're killing everybody that you ever, and now you're meeting your match, right? Yeah. Now you're meeting somebody that's up to your level or better than you, right? Yeah. What did that mean to you?
That shit was dope. Yeah. I love that shit. Even in music, I love it. It's like once you get to somebody, like that's what makes it fun. Being along with people that are not that good, like it just gets you to a point that you're like, damn, this is even fun. But when you get to somebody that you can bump and like the next day you're like motivated to be better than this person, but in a healthy way, There's nothing better than that. Like, so I start getting better. I go and practice every day, better. And it got to a point that I was the number one player in the country. Like I told you, I have a diploma of this.
Within your age range?
In the age grade.
Okay.
So
and you're about 16, 17 during this time?
17. Yeah, okay. 17, 18. So I was the best in the country. And I was able to, like, because of that, there was a lot of colleges wanting to get me. But my GPA was fucked up. So I could have gone to any college, you name it. I could have gone to that college. But because of my GPA, I couldn't go to like the best ones, you know? So the Real Salt Lake was like, hey, go to one and we'll, you know, after you get your student visa and everything, we'll be able to sign you because now you're legally in this country. And I was like, nah, fuck that. So that's when I started. I was either going to go to Mexico or I was going to go to Denmark or Europe, you know, like Europe. So I was like, I don't know. I've never been to Europe. So I was like, fuck it. Let's go to Europe. But the crazy thing was that I remember I didn't have my papers. So if I leave the country, I can never come back unless I make it in Denmark. So we were talking to everybody. And I was like, nah, fuck it. Let's go.
Who helps you with that decision?
It was me. I just really wanted to be whatever I wanted to be.
But when you say we talked about it, are you talking to your parents or?
Yeah, so I'm talking to my parents. We're talking to Real Salt Lake, and then we're talking to the owners of the Arizona thing, and they were actually wanting to adopt me so that I could be like their kid and become American. But I thought it was weird because I love my family and how much, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I just decided, like, I remember like in 2 days, I was like, yeah, I'm going. Like, I don't Denmark. Care. Yeah. And they were like, but you might not be able to come back. I was like, yeah, because you don't believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who don't believe will always be like, nah, that's not possible. It's like, I don't care. I believe. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get there. It's all good. And when I get to Denmark, the first fucking game, I get hurt.
Oh,
injured,
shit. Bro. No.
Everything, bro. I remember, like, well, first, like, getting out of Utah after all of that. Remember, I'm coming from, like, being the best in the country, having all these opportunities to just leaving the country.
Yeah.
You know, you have to prove yourself over there as well. So I get there like
you're not even an adult at this time.
I'm not an adult.
That's crazy.
So I'm just like, damn. I get there and I'm like, as soon as the plane takes off, I'm scared. Like I'm shitting bricks. Like, you know, like before I was super confident, but in the plane, I'm like, yo, there's no going back.
Yeah.
You can't stop this plane.
Do you think there was some self-doubt? Like,
oh, of course, every time.
What if they're right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the fun of it, proving them wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, fuck. And I remember I had anxiety and shit, and I didn't sleep the whole ride. And that was to New York, and then from New York to Denmark, I didn't sleep at all. So my body was fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't get no rest. So when I get there, we practice, and then the next day is like, oh yeah, we have a practice game that you can go to. So then you can exhibit yourself in the actual game. So, okay, cool. Let me go. I get to the game. I'm like stretching and everything. I started killing it. Like the thing was it was only the one manager that had seen me was there. So he was going to see me and then take me to where all the coaches the next day, we're going to have a big game. So he sees me and I'm killing it. Then there was the long ball and I'm going running and I like, bah, I hear something, bah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I start running and my hamstring was destroyed, bro. It was just like, bah. So I remember just getting to back and they're like, oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And I'm like, yeah, right. You know this shit. It takes so long. So I remember a month goes by, 2 goes by. I'm literally in this like one, it didn't even have a room. It was just like a college like room that they give you because you're not signed or anything. You're just there. And I was hurt. I couldn't even walk right. I was taking a shower all weird and shit. And I was just depressed because I was like, how the fuck? And then the team was like, yo, we don't even know how he plays. We've seen videos, but we don't know how he plays. And my talent guy was like, no, trust me, I've seen him. He's good. Just take your time. And finally, I get back, I get better, and I start killing again. And they start hearing about me. They see me play, and then I fracture my foot.
Oh,
and I'm like, God damn. Remember, this is like from I think it was September from one year to April or May of the other year. I just keep getting hurt.
Oh, man.
And they were literally like saying like, we gotta let him go. Like he keeps getting hurt. He's not doing anything for us.
And you're in Denmark.
And I'm in Denmark. And I'm at this point, I'm like, damn, I don't have to go to Salvador. Like, just fucking live up there. So, But it was just something that I kept going. It was just like this like burn that was inside me, you know, and it was like this fire that was inside me. And I start getting better. And then I get back and I start scoring. That's when they see me, and then they do good as well. And then I start getting better and better. And then boom, they saw me. They're like, we were gonna sign you. And that day I was like, holy shit.
What club is this?
Brøndby.
Nice.
It's one of the top 2 of history in Denmark.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very good.
And your name's solidified in this team, in this club.
So once I get the contract, you know, it's crazy because everybody thinks that making it's like the craziest thing. But I've always said it's just another day with people carrying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get there. My whole life I was like, yo, how's it going to be when I get, you know, a contract? How's it going to be when I sign? In my head, I always was like, oh, we're going to go with my friends. We're going to go crazy. We're going to drink. We're going to have fun. And then everybody's going to, you know, suck my dick. You know, I was like, I was so happy and I was going to prove everyone wrong. And we signed. And literally, because you need to wait like a month to get paid. So you sign. And I'm literally like, there's nobody in there. They're just like happy because the people in there, but nobody I know.
Yeah.
So we signed, and I still had to get out of the office and go into a bus, get the ride from the bus to the place where I was staying. And I'm like, damn, this is nothing like how I imagined it.
Yeah.
You know?
You couldn't invite nobody to your signing?
What do you mean?
Like if you had close friends or something?
I had no close friends there. It was Denmark.
It was just your teammates and the coaches and the staff.
But the teammates, I don't know them.
Gotcha.
Remember? So it was like I had one African-American friend who we both got signed at the same time. So we were happy, but it was weird. It was just like, damn, I don't have my family here. And over there at night, it's like 2 a.m. here. No, in the afternoon over there, it's like 2 a.m. here. So none of my friends were up.
You're like, Mom, I just signed, Mom. She's like,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, you know it's 2 o'clock?
Yeah, so it wasn't just, and then the next day you wake up and it's like, oh shit, reality sits in. No one gives a fuck. Now you got to prove yourself. And I feel like at that moment, it really fucked up my soccer career because I thought it was going to be, in my mind, it was like, oh, you get there and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've seen the LeBron, no, what the fuck, the Michael Jordan, the Last Dance thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that. I didn't have that like, oh yeah, the next day I get signed, or I'll go into the gym and I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna prove myself. For some reason, I felt like at that moment, I felt entitled. You know what I mean? Like everybody owns me something. It's like nobody owns you shit. Yeah, nobody still. But at that moment, I did. And I didn't work as hard. I would eat extra because I was in a place I didn't have friends. So I would just watch TV and play video games and eat. And I would gain weight. Mm-hmm. And I would get hurt more and I wouldn't get back and everything. And it was tough because I wasn't able to prove myself over there. You know what I mean? Because I literally felt like I was entitled. I felt like I was on top of the world. And it's like, how are you on top of the world if you're not even playing?
Why do you think you had an ego? Because I feel like you came from humble beginnings, right? The beginning of the story was really humble, right? The struggle, the journey, everything to get to that point. And now you're in Denmark, and it seems like there was, like you said,
ego trip. Yeah.
Why do you think there was an ego?
Because I felt like I told you, I felt like people owe me, or not owed me, because I told everybody every time, like my whole life, I'm gonna do it, and everybody said I couldn't. So I felt like everybody, again, suck my dick, like I'm the best ever, like fuck you, and that was like such of an amazing time though, like just understanding that you're not anything, you're nobody, like you're supposed to like bring people up and help people instead of trying to put people down and feeling like you're better than them.
Did you not have any, I don't want to say mentors, but elders to walk you through this whole thing?
Because that's the crazy thing, this is why I always try to help the young kids, because in the U.S., I had a guy named Freddie Juarez. He's the main coach for Real Lake now. Freddie Juarez was my mentor. Like, he was a fucking, like, I remember I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be the best. I'll be the best ever. He'd be like, no, you're not. Shut up. And I'll be like, what? You know what I mean? But he would support me. He would help me. That was my main coach. Like, whatever. He would stand up for me. But he was like, nah, no, you're not. Go practice. I'd be like, damn. So he kept me humble, like super humble, like kept me grounded. And when I was there, he wasn't there. So I was alone. Nobody, like, people, like, I didn't speak Danish or shit.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't connect with them. You know what I mean? I couldn't connect with none of them. So that was tough. And so 2 years go by, I didn't prove myself. You know, and that was like a huge, like, burden for me, because I'm coming from where I was the best ever as a young kid, promising and everything. And now it's like I didn't prove myself. You know? So that was tough, but you get through that.
You're a kid. You let the fame and signing go to your head. Yep. You're not putting in as much work. What ends up happening?
So after again, I would start getting injured again, and because of the whole thing, I think it was just I wasn't putting, like, if you don't want to get injured, all you do is play soccer. Like, all you do is practice. You go to just like music, like I'm doing now. Like, all you do, like you saw Michael, it was like it was either practice or home, practice or home, and I would go to parties. I would spend my money. I would be with girls. It was the a rock star lifestyle.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like, so that's why everything that I speak in my music, I did that. I did everything that I talk about.
How are those Denmark girls?
Bro, I don't want to talk about it.
Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was a good time. A real good time.
This was all in the past.
Yeah,
Meikan's girl. I don't know your girl's name right now, but this was all in the past.
She know. It's remember, I'm talking about, because I had her in the US, I had already been on TV and everything. Like, I was on TV in high school, like, girls wanted me and everything, just because, and I was never a good looking dude, but it was just like, I've learned that no matter how you look, if you have the aura around you, like if you have that energy,
yes, and notoriety.
You can have the baddest girl.
Yep.
The baddest girls, if you really are that dude. It doesn't matter how you look. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I remember, it was crazy. It was a crazy time, bro.
So what happens after Denmark during the? So what you're not a part of the club no more, or what happens?
So after Denmark, I fell in love. That shit was tough, because I fell in love. I had other opportunities, but my girl was down here in Utah, and I had an opportunity to go with Jason Kreis. Jason Kreis at that time left Real Salt Lake and was in he was in England, and he was gonna do a Manchester City, New York. And I remember he was like, "Yo, just come here. We'll see you practice with us, and we'll be good, and maybe you can get signed with this." And that was a big team. That was one of the biggest teams that was coming out, because I had a lot of investors and stuff. And I was like, okay, but my mind was like, I need to go see my girl. I need to be with her.
And she's in Utah.
Yeah, and I feel like it was because it was my ego trying to be like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of like, she was kind of like, I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I had never found love. So it was just like, holy fuck. Like, that's a different story. Happiness really comes when you fall in love. You know what I mean? So I was like, for some reason, I didn't go. So I come back to Utah, let that opportunity go. And then I have no team. I'm like, fuck. And I came to Real Salt Lake, and I was doing really good, but I don't know what happened. The staff didn't like me or something. And I was like, fuck, okay. And I went to Salvador, and I started playing over there. And again, I get there.
Is this your first time back?
To Utah?
To Salvador.
Oh, yeah.
Since you left?
To Salvador. That was my first time ever going back. And I was with over there, I went to the best team in there, everything. And they were talking about me and everything. It was the whole country was like, oh, shit. It's like a messiah coming down here. Because I was supposed to be the kid, the wonder kid that saved the fucking country.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of pressure on me. So I was like, yo, you know what I mean? So we get there. My life has always been like that. It's always been struggle, and then I see shine and everything, but there's always struggle. We're not doing good. We started doing better, but not as good. Then my girl comes to visit me in El Salvador, and we play a game. The first game of the season, we lose it 3-0. We're like, fuck.
Damn.
And the thing was, though, that I'm in the morning. It was 4 a.m. My girl lands at 5 or something, and I had to wake up that early just to go pick her up and then come back. That shit fucks you up and gang night,
Yeah.
So we lose. I'm like, damn. The next week, it was crazy. everybody was there. Like in the stadium, it was crazy packed and stuff. And they were criticizing us a lot because like, oh, you guys are losing. You guys are not doing good. We started playing and we were losing 1-0 in second half. Then my friend scores first. Then in like the minute 80th, he led, there was a corner and I like kick it on my heel and we score. It's 2-1. We're winning already. And the last minute, he sends it and I hit it with my head and I score. And everybody was going crazy, like 3-1. We win that game. It's like, oh my God, there's a new like Messiah. He's killing it. And the national team coach is there watching me, asking who's that kid.
Wow.
So, and I was only like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
So imagine for them, it's like, this motherfucker just comes here and destroys it. So that night was the craziest thing because my girl was there. Everybody was like telling her, good job, so she gets like, and we go to a city.
And this is in Salvador, right?
Yeah, we go to a city and everybody's recognizing me like, yo, that's that guy, you know what I mean?
Just in case you need the cards.
And it's like, oh, yo, that's that guy. That so that was a crazy experience. But then when I get into when I get called to a national team, for some reason, it sucked because I get called to a national team the same week, 2 weeks that my girl comes. Mm. So I'm with my girl. They're like, yo, you need to come with us. And it's a closed door.
Yeah.
You can't, like that. When it's concentrate. So you can't go out or anything. And she's mad. She's like, yo, I came here for you. Fuck that. What are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like, fuck. And I'm going through all of this and like, I'm getting hurt because I'm stressed. And like, we getting in fights every day because I'm like, one thing, they wouldn't let nobody go out. But me, I like finesse my way out because, the wonder kid, I finessed my way out so I could get out of practice and go visit her just so she wouldn't be mad. And when I got there, she would be pissed because I came late.
Yeah.
And it was just so much, bro. And I end up getting hurt. Can't go to play with them. And then again, it was just like the whole stressed out and like fuck and everything. And I didn't want to be there anymore. So at the end, I just left. It came to Utah again.
How does that work? Is this mid-season or you wait until the season's over?
Yeah, so it's after the season is over, I'm just like, nah, fuck that. I leave.
So was it one year contract or one season contract?
Yeah. So if I wanted to renew it, and they're like, yeah, renew it, please renew it. Like you I think you could do good in this. And I was like, no, I was just not in the right mindset and I just wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And
your girl was there the whole season?
No, she just came for a couple of weeks and then left. But after that, it kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like once you that's the thing about everything, it's momentum. Mm-hmm. You got to keep going. You got to keep scoring or you got to keep putting out hits. Everything is momentum. Yeah. And when that shit, it's like tilted, it's like, oh, fuck. It's a lot harder to get in once you fell off of momentum than when you're going up with momentum,
So then you leave Salvador, you come back to Utah?
Yeah.
With her? You guys reunite?
Yeah. No, yeah, we're good. We're good and everything. And I come here. And that's when Riyadh Saleh like hit me up again. They had other coaches and stuff. And my coach was actually from the academy in Arizona, was coaching as well. And he's like, yo, come down and everything. And that's when I started playing with them. And then they started a thing called Riyadh Monarchs. I don't know if you ever heard about them.
That's like the step right below, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The development league,
exactly, right? Yeah. So again, I was a foreign. I didn't have papers back then as well. So,
and that's another thing. How are you able to go from Denmark back to the U.S., then go to El Salvador with no papers?
I had a visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the visa in Denmark is nice because over there, like if you get it from like Mexico, it's tough. If you get it from like India, it's tough. Or Middle East, it's tough. But Denmark is like the nicest place. You know what I mean? So they don't care. They're like, he comes from Denmark, it's all good.
Yeah.
20 years of visa, 10 years. So you can go up and down anywhere you want. So I was able to do that a lot. Come down here, the wages, like player wages, were too much if I stayed in Riyadh Saleh, so I played with Riyadh Monarchs. And the first season, again, fucked it up. Sucked. And the second season, we start. The first game, I had been practicing a lot that time. The first game, I didn't get played the whole time. I was like, fuck. And at the last minute, the guys, my coach was like, come in. And I score in the last minute. And everybody was going crazy too. In the next game, I score again. The next game, I score again. I'm scoring. And
what position are you playing?
Forward.
Nice.
So everything is going crazy. I'm at the top, and how they treat you when you're killing it.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like you're a god. Especially in sports, you're a god. You know what I mean? You're walking like Nobody can tell you shit.
So at this point, is Real looking at you? Because now you're on the Monarchs, right?
They're looking at me. They're like, yeah, we're gonna sign him. Like, he's killing. He's scoring a goal. We're gonna sign him. And that I remember we played a game in Provo.
At this point, too, it's kind of your age is what, 21, 22?
22, yeah, 22 something, yeah. And I remember I was doing so good. Like, everybody was talking about me, and I fuck up. You know, something happened between, you know, me and my girl. I was being stupid. I was being very dumb, and I fucked up, and that shit really fucked up my mental. I was like I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I almost lost her. I did lose her, and I was just in a very bad mental time. And then, again, it went down. And I feel like throughout my soccer career, I never understood that when I was a kid, I was very, like, focus. I'm going to get there no matter what. Something gets in front of me, get out. Mm-hmm. During my professional years, it was like something would get in front of me, I would get scared, feared. That shit fucked me up. So after that year, because of the first quarter was very good, but then the second quarter I was getting hurt again because I was fighting with my girl all the time. I was trying to find myself and everything. I didn't know who the hell I was. I was partying. I was, again, the same thing, right? I was still falling into that dark place. And they decided not to sign me again. And I was just like, damn, what do I do now? After like all of this, I was like, I'm gonna get a team. I'm good. I'm gonna get a team. And a year goes by. And I'm going through depression. I'm hurt. We break up with my girl. I'm just hurt, bro. Like, that's why a lot of my songs sometimes are very emotional because I'm just literally talking about what I've been through. And I remember being in my room and just like literally having suicidal thoughts. Like, I don't want to be here, because imagine, like, it felt like I had retired because I wasn't playing anymore. And I was going through a breakup. I was hurt. I don't know who I was. Who the fuck is Meikan? Nobody. You know what I mean? And at this time, everybody I would see in the streets would be like, oh, hey, when are you playing again? Did you get a team already? It's like, who gives a fuck, bro? You know, you leave me alone. I'm going through shit. And it was all the time. And I still get people talking about soccer. You know what I mean? So it was tough for me. So that year, and then I think by the end of that year, where all depression would really fucking set it up, was I got caught with some illegal shit. Had to go through a lot of like, just like through the system. And that's when I was doing music and I was getting better, but that shit fucked everything up. I deleted my Instagram, and I had gotten back with my girl because we were on and off, but now we really broke up. So that time it was really bad because remember, and I had to pay for like 3 lawyers. That was not cheap. Like, I spent a lot of money.
What, to fight the
system,
the charge, and then to fight deportation?
No, just the charge and making sure that I don't get deported.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Everything
so
leading up.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I'm paying legal lawyers. I'm paying immigration lawyers. I'm just paying so much.
Yeah.
And you know, soccer gave me good money, so I was in a good spot. But this time I was just burning through money because I wasn't making money. So I was just burning through money with everything. And I remember we finally really break up, and just because I was in a very dark place, and I'm like, damn. And during that time, bro, I went through a lot of change. Like, it was just, who is Meikan? What does he want? Like, I started to be like, I started to destroy my ego. I'm a nobody, you know, and started talking to people. And I no longer did music because I thought I would make it. I did music just because it helped me. Literally, it was just like, instead of going to a psychiatrist, I would make music, and I would hang out with engineers. I would hang out with producers, and just being around those people, because those people are the background of music that nobody gives credit to, but they are literally that fucking backbone of this shit.
Yep.
The engineer and the producer are the people who are going to keep you up, you know? So did hang out with artists, because I remember when I first started, I would hang out with a lot of artists, and then it was the same thing. It was like being around my teammates. And they, you know, it's bad influences. So once you're with these people, most engineers, most producers, they have family, they have wives and everything. So they're not out here fucking popping bottles and then you're not smoking.
Yeah.
they're just doing their job. So I had a really good time with just being with engineers and everything. And that's when I feel like I got my mind into like an amazing place that I had never been on. And after that, my mind has been super just like focused and like ready for anything.
So Real Salt Lake soccer dreams are kind of, you're past that life.
Done.
And then you end up being like, I want to take this music thing seriously.
Yeah.
And what time is this in your life, like age wise?
I think it was last year. No, yeah.
So you're looking at like 25?
Yeah, 25, 24, the ending of 24 going to 25.
Okay, so you've been taking your music seriously for about the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's 2 years.
What has that journey been like?
Man, it's been crazy just because I remember I would put out a lot of music and it was cool because I remember back then I was one of the first ones to really push into like Facebook ads. So I just got an idea of all of that, of how like if I put a post and I attack every city in Utah with every interest that I really hit Utah, then everybody saw it. Because back then it was so new that if you put it in, everybody would see your ad. Mm-hmm. Nobody else. And no artist was doing that. So I would put $50, $100, and everybody would see what the fuck Meikan was doing. You know, so that was cool, but I didn't have like good quality music.
I was gonna ask, how did you feel about the quality of music that you were putting out?
It was bad because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do the Ross way. That I do this. I mix and master my stuff. I do everything. I'm the boss. And I couldn't. It was hard because all I did was do music and I thought it sounded good, but people didn't. So the people are right, not me. You know, so that was very hard. So I wouldn't put out music. I would just go to shows. I would get people. And it was just like I was doing a very well done network job without me even knowing. You know what I mean?
So transitioning from being a professional soccer player, right?
Yeah.
Transitioning to music, was there a lot of like doubters? And be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Everybody, bro. They were like, what the fuck? You're leaving soccer for music? What the hell you doing? And I was like, nah, I just feel like I have to. Nah, bro, you're going to fuck up. And I'd be like, damn. Because at the beginning, you ain't popping. Mm-mm. It's just a whole new world. So
did you know producers and stuff?
Yeah,
during that time?
I knew some. Like I knew Lamb, you know Lamb from Self-Expression Music. I knew Christopher and everything. And they kind of helped me out. But it was kind of like, and I know Joe the producer as well. So they were always there, but it just was hard. It was really hard because people would be like, "Oh, stick to soccer. What are you doing, bro? You're not good. Like you need to get better and everything." And that would really hurt me because I was like, "Damn, like it's tough." You know what I mean? Even if I had that soccer thing, because I would go to shows and be like, "Oh, he's a professional soccer player," and it would be okay. So I had a little advantage, but at the same time, I had people like, "Nah, fuck that guy. He's not gonna get everything because." And I understood that, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta work harder than them for them to really believe that I'm somebody." So then I saw the Ross method and how he did it, and like a song every week, and I was like, I can do this shit. You know what I mean? And I got to a point where it was like I was doing my own beats, and I don't write when it comes to music, so I would just make music fast. And again, it's my time when I'm making music.
What do you mean by that? You don't write?
So I don't like before. I just put the beat and I just say whatever.
So you just vibe to the music.
Yeah.
You just hit record and then
boom.
Really?
Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to make a song quick.
So how do you just say what's on your mind?
Yeah, just say what's on mind.
So you're freestyling?
Not freestyle, because freestyling is like, I'm not freestyle, by the way. I'm not fucking like, no, I just say something, boom, press record, and then take that, cut it, put something else, say something, you know what I mean? Just like Lil Wayne did and all of them, Lil Baby. So, but I just say shit because in this music shit, I've learned that you need experiences. You need to you have to go through things to really talk about shit, right? So I've been through a lot. It's not just like, that's why I can make music forever, because I've been through a lot, and I'm very young for my age, and I've done things that people my age would dream to do. You know what I mean? And they've never done. They probably never will. So I feel like I have a responsibility to just live that life. You know what I mean? Just like say things that I've been through. Just whatever.
Tell your story.
Tell my story. Yeah.
So you came to the realization that you're like, I seen Russ do this, a song a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can do this.
Yeah.
What made you? How'd you feel so confident doing that? Like, cause a song a week, and it's not no bullshit. Like it's quality shit.
Week 32 now.
32 songs.
Yeah.
You have put out in 2020.
Well, features counting is probably like 60 or 50.
There's only 52 weeks in a year?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
How do you get that confidence? Especially coming out of depression, coming out of, a place where you were on top of the world, right? There was your home was looking for you. You're the Messiah, and things kind of going the way they did. And now how do you find that confidence to do the music shit?
By loving yourself. Yeah. I got to a point that I was like, oh, that's why I was fucking up, because I didn't love myself. I was judging myself too much. That's why I kept falling. Because I remember from 13 years old to 18 years old, I loved myself. I wasn't cocky. I wasn't flexing on nobody, but I loved myself. It was like, yo, you're the best, greatest thing ever to myself, not to nobody else. Nobody would ever hear me say shit about me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was just like I had to go back to the basics. I just be like, oh yeah, just love yourself and whatever you do. And then again, my boy DK, he's my engineer, literally sat me down. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You could do a song every single week, because I had so much music. And I had just made Icy and Bestie. And he heard it. He's like, what the fuck is this? Like, those are the songs that changed everything. Bestie and Icy, if you guys haven't heard it, that's the songs that changed everything. When I made that, I was like, holy fuck, I'm good. So it was just like loving myself. Like, oh yeah, you can do this. It's nothing, bro. You've been through so much shit. It's nothing.
Yeah.
If a country can judge you, who the fuck gives a fuck if a guy that hasn't dropped music judges you?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Their perception is failure. My perception is winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just believing in myself and caring about myself, bettering myself. It was all about myself. It was a very selfish thing, but not really selfish, because at the same time I was helping people. I was encouraging them. But it was selfish. But it was a good selfish.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you guys, and when I say you guys, that the whole Provo,
yeah,
I feel like you guys have, what is it? What's
AMG?
Is it AMG? The studio that you go to?
Yeah.
You guys have a good group out there.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre, because I had a conversation with some artists out in Ogden. Ogden is very Ogden.
Yeah.
Salt Lake is very Salt Lake.
Very Salt Lake.
And now Provo, while you guys have been making music, I feel like you guys are your own collective.
Oh yeah. And a bunch of kids. I got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that, remember, I've seen this since I was young. So I've seen every rapper in Utah, maybe not from like way, way back, because I was in the soccer thing. But when I got here, I've seen rappers come and go, come and go. And one thing about Provo, and that's like, because I used to come here every single day to Salt Lake. At the beginning, I used to come here every day. And I try to get people together. I try to go to because every time I come here, I go to like every fucking studio. I go. I'm there. I'm like, the people I fuck with, they know I fuck with them, because almost every week now, I'm like, I'm there. I'm like, yo, how you doing? Good. You need a feature? You need a hook? I got you. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's work. And how you doing? How's your family? Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just uplifting people all the time. And when I got to Provo, it was like, yo, I could do that here too, because nobody cared about Provo. Now people are caring it. They're probably shitting on it, but if they knew what's going on over there, they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I remember, I've seen Ogden, I've seen Salt Lake, but nothing like Provo. Salt Lake, it was here very cliquey. Everybody's like, we see you working, but yo, this is our shit. Look at our shit.
Yeah.
Ogden is kind of like doing their own thing. In Provo, it's like, yo, everybody, once a week we having a get together. Oh, how you doing? How's your number doing? Oh, hell yeah. What is your strategy? Oh yeah, that's cool. Come, let's make a song. Oh yeah, I can help you with this. This is how I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and the crazy thing was that in 5 months, we created this crazy machine that nobody knows about though. It's quiet. Half of our team is in LA right now. That's what people don't understand. Everybody stays here and fights against each other and pushes each other out and try to kill each other, you know what I mean? Try to put each other down. But in Provo, it's like, oh, you're going to LA? Okay, cool. Half of us, we're going to go to LA this week. And then half of us are going to go in the middle, and the starting of the year, we're going to go there as well. And everybody's pushing each other. Just confidence.
Why do you think, I mean, regionally, Utah, it's not a big difference between Provo. I mean, there is a big difference between Provo and Salt Lake to Ogden.
Yeah.
But why do you think Provo has figured it out in that sense?
Because there's a bunch of kids who don't have ego. It's like a bunch of people who just want to get it. It doesn't matter, man. The success shit is nothing compared to that, like, relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, being able to see somebody grow, being able to see someone win, it's a lot better that you know them. It's a lot better than you winning sometimes.
Yeah.
Helping someone, to me, it's like, it's like somebody putting shares on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I try to help everybody. If you don't fuck with me or you hate me, it's because you've never hit me up and said, yo, can I know about this? And you're just being a fucking hater. You know what I mean? Because if you hit me up and you say, yo, I need to learn how to do this and that, I'll be like, let me call you in a little bit. And we talk for 2 hours sometimes. This is how you do it. This is how you go about it. Good luck. But I never take shit back. I never keep shit to myself.
Yeah.
You know, I always let people know. So that once again, if you hate me or if you don't know me or if you talk shit on me, it's because you've never fucking called me and we never had a conversation. And you have your own perception of how I affect your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was beautiful to see you and Kay. Kay the dog just left the studio, by the way.
Yeah.
And you guys, I talked about him on the podcast that I had, or you about the podcast that I had with him. And I feel like, I've been doing this shit in Salt Lake City for a long time.
Yeah.
A very long time. And I feel like I have a responsibility to help my community in the sense of, Kay the dog, do you know this guy Meikan? Do you know what he's doing about this one song a week, right? Meikan, do you know about this dude, Kay the dog, that got that new EP coming out on the 21st?
Facts.
Right? And so to see you guys have the chance to have that interaction and you put him on to some ad, your shit, your whole ad shit. I don't know. Yeah. It's beautiful because it kind of bridges that gap between people saying, it's okay to learn.
Okay. It's okay.
And everybody's on different levels, whatever that is, as far as where they are in their career. Mm-hmm. Somebody could be just starting out. Somebody can be, 2.5, 3 years into it, and they're about to get that break, whatever that is.
About to.
Right?
Close, yeah.
So I think it's really beautiful. And I think that when you're able to give people the puzzle piece that they may be missing, I think that it can only enhance their next step, right? But I heard that you just had a big accomplishment. What was that?
100K.
100K on Spotify, right?
Sir.
I kind of teased you a little bit. I was like, man, we haven't had no drop on YouTube in forever.
Yeah.
But you're streamlining to Spotify. You just hit 100K.
Yes, sir. No,
good fucking deal, man.
And the crazy thing is that with that thing, I always just push myself because there was a group, I don't want to name them, but I bet a lot of people know who they are. There was a group who would be like, oh, we just signed a major deal.
Oh, yeah.
We did it. We won. We're the first ones to ever do it with the label. And I was like, okay, then I'm the first one to ever do it without a label. Whatever you did, I'm the first one to do it without a label. Mm-hmm. I suck my dick. You know what I mean? No, really. Yeah. Like, I don't, bro, when it comes to this shit, I'm so fucking competitive.
Yeah.
But I have nothing against them.
Yeah.
They're all love. But I'm going to kill everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just the mentality. And to me, that's crazy because it's hard to get to those places without a deal. It's hard to get, like, those connections without a deal. It's hard. But people don't know where I come from. I got people, I got people that I knew back then, powerful people. So it's going to happen. I don't need no label. We're gonna get one day, but
do you want to though? Is that like a? Because I feel like you're already doing it. You're already putting a look. The love language to me is the best project out that you put out.
Thanks.
That Gifts single,
yeah,
Gifts I feel can go.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go.
On a top 40.
You know when it's gonna drop? When it's gonna be big? Remember, there's a plan for everything.
Yeah.
Christmas.
You think so?
Why?
You know so.
I know so. You know why?
Why?
Gifts. Christmas.
Yeah.
What do people go on TikTok when they need to show that they give gifts to somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a song called Gifts. Boom, put it in there. I'm always your bag. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I've seen on TikTok when they tag it. It's always they're giving a gift. So I'm like, oh, we gonna push it for Christmas, and Christmas is gonna be a big deal.
You know that's like literally here already.
Yeah,
we're in fucking August. Can you believe that? Shit, like
that
we're almost done with 2020.
And that's why I tell people that one a week is nothing.
Yeah,
I remember when I put my first song out, I was scared, bro. I was like, yo, the fuck? I won a week?
Yeah.
And I remember week 10th, week 11th, I was already telling DK, like, yo, this shit's not working. People don't get it. People are like, yo, why the fuck is he doing that? Oh, again, he did it. Oh, again, you know? And I was just doing it, and I was like, oh, yeah, marketing is important. Okay, let me market every single like it's an album. Let me do it like that. Okay, it kept going up, and then people, whoa, the numbers are going up. People start hitting me up. So how you do it? Oh, you do it like this, like this, like that. And every time you tell someone they do it like this, they get like disappointed. Like, oh, fuck, I thought that was a secret.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, there's no secret. Fuck a secret. You know, so that's why I don't like to tell people sometimes. I tell them, but a lot of the times they're disappointed because it takes a lot of fucking work. I'm talking about, I spend on my phone sometimes 9 hours in a Saturday. 9 hours. At the beginning of the year, I did that. Now I have a good and solid fan base. But for 5 months, I would spend 9 hours every single Saturday. Just tune in. And after the 4th hour, I was like, God damn. After this 8th, fuck. You know? And I had to stop because my fingers started hurting. My hands started hurting because I just talked to people the whole day. And people don't understand how important it is for people to care about what you're doing because no one gives a fuck. You know how annoying it is when people are like, when you have such a big ego that people are like, oh, it's going to get oversaturated and there's going to be too much people. It's like, no one gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have that much of an ego that you think that everybody is paying attention to what you do? No. People are going to care when you get that hit.
Yeah.
That's when they're going to care. So you putting a song out a week is nothing. You go to LA, motherfuckers are doing and dropping a song every day. So you dropping an album every 5 months, one song every 4 months, you're not ready for LA. You're not. They will eat you alive over there. You know what I mean? Like, That's what I mean. That's why I always say I'm a fucking shark when it comes to this shit, just in a small pond in Utah. But if I go to LA, fuck everybody. Yeah, I'm doing myself. And they see that, like, oh shit, this guy's not playing. You know, and that's what LA people like to see. They like to see somebody else doing something outside of the state. Like, holy fuck, look at what we got. You know,
that's a bizarre thing because when I do have homies that come from out of town, whether if it's Oregon, California, Atlanta, they come to Salt Lake or Utah, and they're like, "Do you guys realize what you guys have?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just had this conversation with Bangarang the other day.
Shout out Bangarang.
Yeah, shout out to Bangarang. I don't know if I'll talk about it after the shit.
Tell me that.
No, I know he wants to have you on his Beehive music section. I don't know if he's reached out to you just yet, but that's definitely happening.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so when I have homies that come in from these different states and these different cities, they always tell me like, you guys have something really special here, and it's bizarre because some people don't realize that.
They don't.
And it's like I don't know. They kind of hold themselves back.
Yeah,
essentially,
because they're scared.
Yeah,
fear. And what happens when you are okay with that culture? Your kids are gonna be feared as well. Like, they're gonna have fear. Generation to come. Like, a lot of people here a long time ago, a lot of the OGs were scared to take that next step. They were scared to do a lot of things that probably they might go broke by doing. Mm-hmm. They were scared, so they stayed. So they kids were people who were scared as well. And then they kids were, you know what I mean? So I believe that I never did this shit to like, oh yeah, I'm the best, or like I worked the hardest. No, I did it so everybody else can see there's a formula. I did it so everybody else can be inspired that it's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like over here in Utah, if you drop 2 videos and you drop 5 songs in 5 months, you're known. You are the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for some reason, they're scared to drop one song because somebody that listens to fucking Soulja Boy is going to be like, oh, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
No, like just put it out, you know?
And I think you also got to keep in mind that you're not going to be for everybody.
Oh, no, you're not.
There's millions of people.
Bro.
When we're talking about regionally, right, we have hundreds of thousands in Utah. We're talking about the United States, we have millions. Yeah. We're talking about the world, there's millions, right? Billions, bro. Right? Millions. So, and with the internet, you're everywhere. You're not just Utah.
Everywhere. That's what I learned when it was like, in the Facebook ads, it was just like Utah. So I was getting known here.
Yeah.
A year went past, I had to stop all of that and reach out the world. And I would attack, like, once a week I attack another town or another state once a week with a different song. So if somebody likes it, they'll go in to see the other catalog. I remember a guy at the beginning of the year was like, yo, how much for a feature? And I was like, oh, this and that. Like, what? He goes, I'm not going to pay for somebody who doesn't even have a catalog. He's just looking really fucking dumb right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it needs to be like, people need to see that, you know? Like, what if McDonald's tomorrow stop putting out Big Macs? People be pissed.
Yep.
Like, yo, what the fuck? I need my Big Mac.
Yeah.
But they have to keep putting out Big Macs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's just your business. Your music is a product. You know? You're not just gonna go to a bread place and be like, there's no breads this week. Sorry, come back next week.
You gotta feed the fiends.
You have to.
So what happens when Rial's like, yo, come perform halftime for us? Are you like, fuck you? Or are you like, nah, I can do it?
Nah, you know, it's funny. At the beginning, I thought like that. I was like, nah, fuck. I'm going to be bigger than them. I'm going to be bigger than they ever were.
Yeah.
But I got to a point that it was like, and that's a form of insecurity. That's a form of, they still have power over me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nah, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to even say thank you for bringing me here. Keep it up. You know?
Yeah.
Because now there's nothing that can destroy me. The only thing can destroy you is something you hate. You know, and there's no money in hate.
Yeah.
There's no money in hate. There's only money in love. So
what was the best part of this journey?
Seeing it grow. Seeing like a baby. Like seeing it, I feel like people are getting motivated. A lot of artists like hit me up and they're like, yo, that's crazy. Like seeing you do this. And I'm like, I was telling you this when I started a year that I was going to do this. And I told you exactly what I was going to do. And instead of you following it, you were just like, oh, let me see if he fucks up. Mm-hmm. So because I'm scared, I'm going to let him go first. And if he fucks up, then yeah, he was wrong. But if he does good, oh shit, I could do it as well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You always need that motherfucker who fucks up and goes against against the grain.
Yeah.
For everybody to be like, oh shit, come. If I open that little hole in the industry, even though they beat me up or shit, I'm pushing, I'm trying to. Once I open it, everybody's gonna fucking go in. And I'm gonna be, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not somebody who's trying to put people down. I want fucking Provo, Salt Lake City, Ogden. I want everybody, St. George. I want everybody to win in Utah. Like, I love fucking Utah, bro. Like, this is my passion. Utah, like, that's why I put Meikan 801. You know, because that's my fucking place. Like, I want to live here. I want to have my kids here.
Yeah.
So I got to be able to, like, do something in order to, like, make everybody like, oh, shit, yeah, there's something's happening over there. You know, I'm not trying to put anyone down, man.
Yeah.
It's all love.
I think that's the right mindset to have because It's easy to make it. Well, I shouldn't say it's easy to make it, but it's easy to make it and keep people out, right?
Yeah,
or not
easy.
give people an opportunity. I think taking the harder route is to say, look, I made it and here's how I did it.
Yep.
And not holding any malice to the people that didn't believe in you.
None.
I can relate to that 100%. Because a lot of people laughed at me about this shit.
Facts.
About podcasting. I started this shit back in 2012. And motherfuckers laughed in my face.
Facts.
Who's podcast? And now everybody has a podcast, right?
Everybody.
And I encourage it. I'm like, yo, we need more podcasters.
Facts.
If you want a podcast, come to my spot, right? We got what you need, right? Who are some artists that you haven't worked with that you want to work with here in Utah? Who's on Meikan's radar?
I feel like there's a lot of good artists, bro. Like anybody I could, but one that I really like give my hats to, and it's like, it's Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby. He does some good shit. A lot of people, man. I worked with it's because I work with everybody.
Yeah,
Like either it's gonna come out or it's not. But I work with a lot of people here, and it's always like hook or verse, mostly hooks. But I worked with a lot of people, so I think the only person maybe CFO as well. But other than that, it's just Bobby, man. That guy is fucking dope.
yeah, Bobby's nice.
Yeah.
I was telling K the dog because they did that. My last
K
last breath.
too, man. He's fucking dope.
Yeah, K the dog's nice. They did that last breath, and I told K, I was like, you gotta come correct when you have Bobby featured on your shit, because he comes with it.
Fact.
And so you don't want to be outbarred, right?
And yeah, that's the thing that I've always said, that it's like, it's a sport, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I like that shit. I like having competition, because then how am I gonna get better?
Yeah.
You know, that's why from now on, I got my engineer in LA. I'm going to LA every single month. I'm flying out, coming back every single month while dropping a song every week, while putting a video every month. So there's going to be a lot, you know what I mean, going on. And people think that one a week was big. Wait till next year.
What's next year?
Oof.
I wasn't gonna bring it up because I didn't know if you were okay with it. Yeah. I know what's going on, but for the people, I don't know. Are you okay telling them?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on next year?
So next year, again, one music video every month, 2 songs every week, 1 Spanish, 1 English. Because people are like, oh yeah, he's doing the Spanish thing is gonna be crazy. Because I've only done features on Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's always dope because now people want to listen for me to drop a song. They want to listen to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
So no one has ever, like, people always came along, oh, you're doing that Ross thing. Like, yeah, you're doing that. I was like, yeah, and I love him for that. Like, shout out to Ross. He's like,
of course.
He's like fucking pioneer of that.
He's been successful at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he never did 2 songs a week. And Spanish either.
Because he's Italian.
Exactly. He's never done Italian. You know?
He's Ludovica's folks.
So to me, I'm like, it's a product game now. Everybody's talking about it, bro. Even the CEO of Spotify last week said you cannot win if you're dropping a song every 3 years. It's not gonna happen. You know, the CEO of Spotify, and everybody was mad and shit, like, oh, you just want to treat us like slaves and you want to do this. And it's like, nah, you just scared because you don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I always said, it's like quality over quantity is for people who can't keep up. That's an excuse they have, you know, because you can do quality and quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do you think every business is a business, every big business? Because they got quality and quantity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they said, nah, that's not a business.
Don't you think, though, don't you think it's that person's pace?
Yes.
Because not everybody is on the level of a Meikan as far as I need to get this amount of music out.
Yes. But it's not the people's pace. Again, no one gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It will always be in the no one gives a fuck range area. You can do that, but where's Bryson Tiller? I love that guy. But where the fuck is Bryson Tiller? I don't listen to him anymore. Even though I love this album, I don't listen to him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that album changed my life. Like Trap Soul, that shit was amazing. Where is he? You know what I mean? So people will forget about you. They will 100, especially nowadays, bro. It's like what 100,000 songs coming out every single day on Spotify.
It's a lot.
They'll forget. They forget like this. Boy, if I don't drop a song in a week, people are just, oh yeah, that was cool. Who's next? But if you stay, it's gonna be a day that people are just gonna have it on repeat and be like, oh yeah, like they'll just put the notification when Meikan drops a song.
Yeah,
you know,
I love hearing the new music. My only critique, and I've told you this, is that I want visuals.
Yeah,
I need visuals. So to hear you say that you're for sure dropping visuals once a month, every month in 2021,
yeah,
that makes me excited.
Oh yeah, bro, and it's like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like one person that really motivated me as well, and just as a person, just like the moment, it was Augustus King. I don't know if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Augustus King.
That's my cousin.
Yeah.
So
bro, it's weird. I feel like everybody's a cousin here, bro. No, God damn.
So my uncle was married, or his uncle was married to my aunt.
Oh shit.
God rest my uncle Harold's soul. So we're cousins in a roundabout way. I don't even think he knows that, but yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's dope. So yeah, so he was like one of the first ones to be like, "Yo, I believe in you," because he was working with Joe, the producer, and he would always pay me for a hook, always. Like, you want? I got you. And he would drop a lot of albums, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like you would drop like 2, like you dropped I think 3 last year or something, 2. Yeah. And to me, I was like, the only way to outdo this guy in a friendly way, because I fuck with him, you know, he's a friend and everything. The only way to outdo this guy is to drop a song a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, it helps. Like I wish more people did it, man. I really wish more people did it. Because it changes your life. It changes the way people look at you. It changes. You no longer become the guy who does music. You become the guy that they're holding on for hope.
Yeah, because we all want somebody to make it.
Exactly.
We, at the end of the day, we want somebody to make it.
Somebody to make it, man. Especially the good people in Utah, because there's so much more good people than bad people in Utah.
Yeah.
We just pay attention to the negative for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's how we're fucked up now. But there's so much good people, bro. And I hope that what I'm doing helps that kid that it's like, yo, I could do it too. Fuck what everybody feels like. Fuck what they think. You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this song and I'm gonna put it out. And if they don't like it, I'm gonna keep pushing so then I can be big enough for somebody to be like, hey, I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna make your music better quality. And you just keep leveling up.
So when Meikan makes it to, and when I say make it to your expectation, whether if you're like, I got $1 million record deal, I got this much money, or whatever that looks like.
No $1 million record deal.
You need more?
Nah. I need a partner.
Partner.
Gotcha. Because at the end of the day, I wish people would go and just research this. Like, we have this, right? You don't need, if I want to get a record label, not deal, for $1 million, all I need to do is get my credit better so then I can go to a bank and get the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need to do. Because it's a loan. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they give you the tools that I already have. I already know how to make myself big. I already know how to do my image. I already know how to carry myself. I already know how to build brand. That's what they do. But instead of telling them, oh yeah, I'm going to owe you $1 million, I can be like, oh, I can get those $1 million. I can work hard and I'm going to hire a networking guy. I'm going to hire a guy who does my lyrics and does my videos. I'm going to hire them. I don't need a label, you know? But my biggest thing, and remember this, and I'm going to do it someday, I'm going to be the first guy, and some probably motherfuckers going to take this shit, but in my mind, I'm going to be the first guy who has enough money from other businesses that hires a label instead of fucking getting signed by a label.
How would that work?
What do you mean? A label is they have a product. They do a service. That's like telling somebody, yo, I need a service to clean my house. Oh yeah, I got the people. We'll do everything. A label is a service-based business. they make a service. I can hire that label exactly what they could pay me, because what they pay me is what it takes for them to make you big, right?
Yeah.
I could hire that with the same amount of money for them to give me that service. Now I hired a label instead of getting signed by a label. But the thing is that a lot of people who get signed by a label is kids who don't have money and they can't, and $10,000 is so much for them.
Yeah. They sign their life away for pennies.
I promise you, if I went with this 6K right now and I say, yo, sign you, a kid will go crazy.
Yeah.
He would be like, oh, hey, yeah, whatever you want. I got you, yeah. That's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's something.
You know, this is like a shopping spree, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't that bizarre though? We put a lot of value in paper.
Yeah, this is nothing. This
money
shit
is
nothing,
fucking. Oh, it's
bro.
so
This shit ain't nothing. You know how fast this goes?
Yeah.
But probably in 2 months it'll be gone.
I can show you faster.
No, but it really is. Money doesn't mean shit. There's a reason why so many people stay poor their whole life. It's because they've put so much like emphasis, so much energy on money. It's like, nah, let it build.
Yeah.
Money are little soldiers. You know, how can you make money make more money for you? That's all that should be in your brain. Not how you spend it. Spending is easy. Yep. You know, the fun is like making more.
Investing.
Exactly.
And invest back into yourself. So, but especially somebody like you that truly believes in themselves. Mm-hmm. I feel like just hearing your story, you're somebody that has started from humble beginnings, somebody that has been to the tip of the top, mm-hmm. somebody that has felt humility,
very low,
and somebody that is coming back on that journey. Well, is on that journey of, look, this is what I've learned. I'm staying humble through this process, right? And when you meet the success that you have the expectation for yourself, it's gonna be that much sweeter.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this shit. Like,
oh yeah.
Something's gotta give, bro.
Oh,
like something is gotta give. And it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen at a time I feel that a lot of people aren't expecting it to.
Yeah. Cause it could be week 50th.
Yeah.
Remember that. That's the game, bro. People,
why that specifically?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck which one it is. But it could be 125. Like, you know what I mean? But the thing that I always said is like, people are like, how the fuck do you do one a week? Like, how do you get bro, I used to play a game every single week. Mm-hmm. Dropping a song is the game for me.
Yeah.
Going to the studio and making songs, that's practice.
Yeah.
Going into like, I always said, you know, everybody it's outside of the field and they're like, yeah, I could play football. That shit looks easy. I could play basketball. I could play soccer. Then they go inside like the field. Like, holy shit.
It's a whole other thing.
It's a whole other thing, man.
I get that all the time from doing this shit. People
Bro.
are like, I can come podcast with you. I'm like, well, we don't have no fucking set unless we have a conversation. Mm-hmm. And having a conversation is difficult for motherfuckers.
Yeah, somebody like, I don't know what happened. I'm not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're real, you just know. You just go. You know? So I've always said, in practice, it's easy, man. Being in the studio is easy. Making a song is easy. But the games, man, that's when like people you don't know, that you play against people you don't know, they don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. And practice like, oh yeah, I know this guy. He's not gonna hit me. I'm gonna beat him because I know how he plays. But in other games, they don't give a fuck about you. They got their own homies they gotta protect.
Yeah. And
that's music. When you drop a song, there's people who don't give a fuck about you, and the studio like, oh, this is dope. Oh man, you can feel the bass. They know you. You've been through shit. You probably rob a store together. You know, you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Probably fuck the same bitch. You're chilling.
Yeah.
But when you drop that song, there's gonna be that guy that's like, yo, that motherfucker has weird ass fucking pants. Fuck his music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then you have to deal with that. That's a game.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with people you don't even know. So once you keep dropping a song, you get used to that. And that's what professionals are. Professional football players, professional athletes, they get used to the game. That's where you see them coming in like, boom, dunk, boom, you know, touchdown.
That boom, was you goal. That last minute that you got that, you know, game time.
Exactly. So it's like they don't feel anything. They're like, yeah, this is everything I do every week.
Yeah.
So why not do that with music? So I'm telling you, I don't think everybody can do it. This is not for everybody because it's fucking tough. It's very hard. but I was just programmed for that already. I was just, maybe to me, it was the right way. I'm not telling you. That's why I always say, like, drop more music, but don't do my way, because it might not be your way. You might get too overwhelmed. You might get burned out, and that's bad for you. Yeah. I don't get burned out, though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't. It's the week 32 now, and I want more. I'm dropping more. I want more. Let's go. More anxiety. More, let's go. More stress. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, because when I go through that stress, it's done. It's done. You know, I'm no longer scared of that stress. I'm going to get to a point that having $1 million is stressful, and I'm going to get through that, and I'm going to be okay with $1 million. Now I got to get 2 million. I'll be okay with that and the 3 million. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's levels. And I always say, if you can't like deal with your stress right now in your life, how the fuck are you going to deal with having a hit #1 in billboards? How are you going to deal with that? You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I always tell people, learn how to fall before you ride the bike. Learn how to, like, the ways to fall before you can ride the bike. You know? Mm-hmm. It's all like is a learning experience.
I like That Boy Jimmy.
Oh, bro.
I like the songs that you guys be working with.
That's my brother.
I first met him when Ludo came through, and I met him. And when I seen that you guys had some shit,
yeah,
I was like, what? That's Jimmy? Okay.
Yeah.
That's another talented man.
Man.
It's a talented guy.
That guy's femme.
Yeah.
That's femme.
I was gonna ask you a question that slipped my mind. Do you still talk to any of the RSL guys?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some. I try to stay away, just because it's another world. You know, I'm focused right now. I'm very, very, very focused. I got maybe 4 or 5 things I do every day. That's it. You know,
pertaining to music or outside of music?
Everything.
Gotcha.
Either I'm making music, I'm working on my businesses, or I'm with my girl, with my family, or I'm learning and getting myself better. That's all. Gotcha. I don't do anything else. There's no growing in anything else. Whoa. You know, this is a life experience. I need to get better as a human. You know, and that's why I say the 1 a week has helped me to the fullest, because as long as I get that song out, all the other stresses are going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Because I'm committing to something. And that's a culture. Committing, it's a way of life. It's a way of living, committing. You know, so I commit to something, so everything else just like leaks to everything else. I commit to my girl. I commit to paying my bills. I commit to my businesses. I commit to the people that I love. Everything is falling into place because I'm committing to one thing. You know, so it's just committing, bro. Like, you have to.
When you first had the idea and the commitment to releasing a song a week, this was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So COVID hits. Does it fuck anything up? Does it work great because you're already kind of just like whatever?
Yeah, I feel like it was funner because you can see everybody like, oh fuck, like there's no more shows. Oh God, I'm like, week 10th just came out. You know what I mean? Like, I was really just, it was another week for me. You know, I got really fucking scared because the whole shit was going on, but just another week.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes for somebody like you, I feel like you thrive on that pressure.
Oh yeah,
right,
bro. Oh man, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. That's why I have to get myself into that pressure point. I have to get there, just because for some reason, I like level up every single time. If I just get to that pressure point, you know. Yeah. And after that, it's like you never know what I'm gonna do. But I have to get to that pressure point. If I don't, then you just like another person. You just went by and no one cared in history, you know?
When there's a new person, a new potential fan, like somebody's like, if I have a friend right here, right? And I'm like, this Meikan, he does music. And they're like, oh, really? You do music? What song should I hear? What song do you put them into? Like, what's the first song you're like, check this out?
Just go to my profile, bro.
You're like, stay inside, bitch.
No, I feel like that's why I drop so much music, man, because I just don't know. Like, I there's some songs that I didn't even think we're gonna be pretty big, and like some kid called me or like messaged me like, "Yo, that saved my life. That helped me for some reason." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! I didn't even care about that song." And I decided to put it out, and it changed somebody's life.
But it hit that person differently.
So if I put out 1,000 songs, some motherfucker's gonna have at least like one, bro. There's no way you just like, nah, fuck all this shit. You know?
Yeah.
Someone is gonna at least like one.
You're like, yeah, you doing what you do. There's something out there for somebody in your catalog.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep changing. I don't know what I'm gonna do from 1 year from now. I don't know.
This shit right here. Let's see if it's gonna play. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to get this shit to play. This shit is my shit.
Now tell me what you need. You need some downtime.
And I got onto you right before you did this.
Yeah, I remember because we had the Ludo song.
Yeah. And when you said that this is drop, I think it was the same weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like really close in time. And when you dropped this, it hit the right time, right? It hit the right time in my life. Yeah. I'm gonna be really fucking selfish.
Yeah.
This, because I'm in love with my girl.
Yeah.
We have a 7-year-old, at the time 6-year-old son.
Wow.
At the time we had a 1-year-old. And we just had our anniversary.
Damn.
And it was Valentine's Day.
That's crazy.
And it was just like you dropped this at the right point. And this song, it like you wrote it and it was like my life.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I wasn't gonna drop it either.
You weren't gonna drop it?
There was another song that was supposed to be for Words of Affirmation.
What was it?
The one that I just dropped this week, Thankful.
So you have this catalog already done.
Right now we got, remember, I got so much music, but right now ready to go. Ready, more than 100 songs.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you're done for the year?
Done.
So when you say you're dropping a song a week, you're already done.
I already did it.
Oh
I'm ahead. That's the thing people don't even understand. It's easier when you're ahead of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I learned that because of business as well. In business, if you're not ahead, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Easy. Because things come in. One day I might break my leg and like, holy fuck, what do I do? And I get fucking sickness or something. I need to drop that song though. Fuck everything. I need to drop that song.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then nobody else gets motivated. So I'm gonna drop it no matter what. You know?
What's your shirt? I know that you were talking about, you were telling me, I thought it said dog. I was like, K the dog, because K the dog was in here. I was like, K got your shirt.
Yeah.
No, so what's it say?
Dochi.
Dochi. Is it DOCI?
DOCI, yeah.
What's that mean?
I don't know yet, but I think it's when I made it, I felt good about it, and it just like represented me. So I was like, I don't know, maybe it's that consistency and hard work.
And is this a clothing brand?
Yeah, no, I'm working on it right now. It's gonna be another one of my business. So
dope.
Yeah.
Is this like, do you have an inspiration? Do we have something to compare it to? Is this like a Dolce Gabbana? Is this like a?
So it's really it's just like a lifestyle and a way of me. I don't care. I don't really care if people wear it. I just want to be able. My dream is to pull up with my own clothes everywhere I go. Dope. With my own like designs and everything that I made. You know, because that's freedom. Creating. We forgot as humans. We forgot that. We used to create everything. And that's what made us happy. Like we used to buy our own thing. Like, no, buy what the fuck? We used to like kill our own food. We used to do everything ourselves.
Yeah.
Make our own clothes. We forgot that. You know? We can just go buy one and that's not fun. You know?
Yeah.
So even I wear shirts sometimes that has my face on it. And it's like, that's like me. Like a car with your business logo on it. That's just me with my logo on it. You know?
Are you gonna move to sneakers?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do everything. I love the fashion. I love everything, like designing and everything. We want to design our own homes and everything. So
dope.
I just love designing, bro. Like,
have you always been into fashion, or is it recently, or?
Well, when I was a kid, like I told you, we were very poor, so we didn't have that. So it just like it was dope, you know, and don't get me wrong. You're never gonna see me probably buying like all this foreign things. You're never gonna see me that because I know that they have no value. Someone who probably is insecure, then they think there's a value in that, but not me. Like a shirt that's from Gucci and a shirt that's from Walmart is the same thing for me. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's probably the fabric. The fabric is feels different and it's better, but it's a shirt. Mm-hmm. So to me, I just love the designing factor of it. It's like you design your own thing. It's just like I live the way that I want to live, so I'm gonna have the things that I want to have, how I want to have them.
When you first get that first bag, what are you gonna get?
What bag?
Like the first big bag.
We already have big bags.
Oof.
You know what I mean? Like that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything, bro.
That's been today's podcast. He just stunning on me.
No, but like it really is like I need people to know that money isn't shit, man.
Yeah. I've
had a lot of money, I've had nothing, and I've always been the same person. Yeah. Always been the same person. Either if I have $5 in my fucking pockets, I'm gonna be the same one if I have, this much right now with me. Or more. I'm gonna be the same fucking person.
Let me borrow that.
All right, I got you. No, but for real, it's like I'm gonna always be the same one because money just amplifies what you already are. Yeah. That's why I said the more money I have, the better person I become. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I always got people like, oh, I'm gonna be happy when I have money. It's like, no, you're not. You're still gonna be depressed. Yep. You better fucking start working right now because then with money you get more pills, you get more drinks, you get more fake people, you get more fake friends. Yeah. You get more like alcohol. You get everything more of.
How do you navigate that? The fake. How do you navigate knowing?
I don't fuck with them.
But how do you know though? Right?
You just know.
Okay.
I
think that you can definitely catch a vibe.
Yeah, you can always catch a vibe.
But I think that not necessarily everybody that looks for an opportunity is fake, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because there's business opportunities for people, right? I know that this person might not really fuck with my podcast, but yet they love and they can do a good job at this, right? Yeah. And it just works, whatever that is. Do you keep those people around, or are you like, no, I need somebody that's passionate to be around?
Oh yeah, I need passionate people. Like, if I don't have passionate people, you're never gonna be around me. Just I need people that are always wanting more, and for a good, reason. But I feel like one way that I know is I always give people chances. I never want anything back. I just give people. Yeah, all good. But if you fuck up once, I've had this like 1 year rule. Try out people for a year. If they fuck up once, it will forever be a bad thing. But if for a whole year, these people are like, oh shit, then you move on to level 2, and that's trusting. And they're like, oh damn, man. And everybody that I got in my life now, I've had them for years now, and they will never tell you I fucked them up. I never fucked anyone over because I know karma, bro. Karma will fuck you over 20 times worse. Yeah. So I know how to navigate that by now just because, I've been through a lot of, even with contracts in my life and everything, I've been through people who just want to use you, people who just want to like be around you because it's cool. I've been through that. And you can just tell at the beginning. Yeah.
What's your biggest challenge as an artist?
I don't know. I feel like I just love challenges, so I don't see it as a challenge, probably. I just see it as a game. And it's like, I just got to get a checkpoint. That's all. So if something is challenging, I probably already surpassed it.
Gotcha.
It's just fun. It's a game. Let's go, Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Meikan, we have done 2 hours together. Sir. It has been a blast, man. It's good to finally meet you in the flesh. We talk all the time, but it's like really cool to meet you in the flesh and get to know you and get to know the story that you have, because
there's a lot more too, man. But I'm thinking,
part 2's coming. Don't worry.
Hell yeah.
Part 2's coming. I feel like we got to know Meikan and get into the mind of you and who you are.
We're still growing, so there's gonna be a lot more to know, bro. Behind the scenes and everything.
Don't be forgetting about me.
Bro,
You're gonna be in LA talking about, oh, who are you?
Who this? New phone?
New phone. Oh, I had to hit somebody up with that the other day.
Bro, that shit fucking sucks.
They were asking me for some yay. I was like, what? They were like, yo, hey, can you help me with? I'm like, who is this?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
That's one thing, bro. I feel like people, because I've been through that, you know, like drugs, I've been through alcohol, I've been through everything just because of my life. That's why I talk about it sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I can't run away from it because I've been through it. Yeah. So I have to be real sometimes, even if it might hurt people. Like, what? That's my life. I'm just documenting my stuff, right? So I still got people like literally hit me up like, yo, I got all these drugs, I got all these girls and everything. I'm like, yo, I'm literally out with my girl. Yeah. You know, we're having a beautiful day in fucking the mountains or some shit.
Yeah.
We're just having so much fun. Why the fuck would I want to trade all of this beautiful energy for some people who just want to have some temporary fun?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's called growth.
Exactly.
That's growth. And we all heard your growth today.
Yeah.
Man, this is a great episode, man. Episode 1, part 1 of Meikan.
That was fun.
Where can the people catch you at? What's next for Meikan?
A whole lot of shit.
A whole lot of shit.
This is just the beginning, bro. Like,
I can feel it.
This is just the fucking beginning.
Yeah.
We going all the way, bro. As long as I don't die. So
So protect Meikan at all costs.
I'll be good, man. I'll be good. But I feel like, I don't know. I was telling my girl last week that it was like, I've been getting in better shape. I've been getting better in so much, like, better mindset as well, because I feel like there's this huge energy coming. And I felt this before, but it was negative energy because I wasn't doing the negative things. So I just know something big is coming. I don't know what it is, but there's this energy coming, and I have to be ready for it. Mm-hmm. So I got to be mentally, physically, you know, everything. I got to be ready. So there's a lot of things coming, bro. I tell you, I don't know what it is, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
I don't think I'm gonna be surprised because I already feel it. What they say, be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah,
I think that you're ready. I think that the energy around you is ready for whatever that is.
Yeah.
What's your socials?
Meikan 801 and everything, and on music like platforms, just Meikan, MEIKAN.
And that's the real government name too.
No. No, my government name is another one, but it sounds the same.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just moved the words just so the government's like, what? You know?
Word.
So,
well, thank you again. This has been episode 1, part 1, everything 1 with Meikan.
Everything.
Because I already know there's going to be more. And I'm sorry it's been so long for me to make this happen, but
bro, it was perfect.
I appreciate you. Unrestricted podcast. Go on to allrock.com, ALLRAWK. On Instagram, Drerawka, DRERAWKA. Go on to U92SLC.com for more exclusive content. Bangarang has a Beehive music section on there, which this man you'll see on there. I already promise it. But yeah, Waldo. Shout out to Waldo, Free Temptation Marketing,
Shout out Waldo.
Free Temptation Photography. If you need some photos, it's my man's.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.